Tom Grace has spent his entire career as a landscaper in the Pacific Northwest.
I enjoy working outside. I like trying to make things look natural.
But in the late 90s, while on the job, Tom had an accident with a wood chipper.
Or this particular chipper would actually grab whatever you had, and so you wouldn't quite get loose of it, and it would jerk your arm. Actually ended up tearing the rotator cuff.
Tom didn't have any medical insurance and couldn't afford to see a doctor, so he had to manage the pain on his own.
Pretty much just was careful with it, made sure I didn't hurt it. If I did, it was put heat on it at night and lay down. To take the weight off of it when I'm driving, I sit with my fist doubled up on the seat, made it more comfortable to sit that way.
Over the years, as the pain got worse, Tom would often have to ask his coworkers for help.
When I raised it above to do something like that or run the hedge trimmers, that was a no-no. That could cause pain for several days.
Eventually, just doing everyday things were painful.
And even shaking hands with somebody, sometimes you're done, but they are not, and they kind of pull. That would cause the shoulder to hurt. It got to where I didn't want to lift my arm.
Years later, Tom got insurance and saw a doctor. An MRI confirmed he had torn his rotator cuff. The next step was surgery. Until one day, when the job was rained out, Tom decided to watch the 700 Club.
There's someone you're asking, please say rotator cuff. You have a rotator cuff injury in your right shoulder. It's very painful for you to move.
So that kind of piqued my interest, but then when he said it was the right side, I just yelled out, yeah, I'm claiming that, that's mine. Like a little kid after candy, And then I decided, well, if God healed me, maybe I ought to just raise my arm and praise him for it. And so I raised my arm and I kind of looked over at it, and I could hear it crunching, but I had it up higher than I've ever had it. I thought, wow, no more pain. It was gone.
For the first time in over 20 years, he worked all day without shoulder pain. And thanks to God's gift of healing, it's never come back.
It chokes me up. I tell everybody, it doesn't matter whether they're a Christian or not. I tell them, hey, this is what God did for me.